62% agree more money for Social Security. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I want to share with you some new details that were released showing how most people believe the federal government should be spending tax dollars. I can give you a little hint. Most people believe more should be going to Social Security. Let's get into it and talk through all the details of this report and what they're now saying. However, really quickly before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're enjoying this video so far and you want more like it, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, watching all the latest information hitting the wire, doing the research and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay posted on what's actually going on out there and how it may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course anything popping up right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, I'm here for you every single day, no matter what. That's my promise, and as always, I'm sticking to it as I truly want to help you out as much as I possibly can. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into it and talk about this report, what they're now saying, and what the American people want the federal government to do with our taxpayer dollars, as in give it back to us in the form of higher Social Security benefits, right? So let's get into it and talk through this. This is actually a pretty interesting report. Now, as of recently, if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for any length of time now, you know that recently we've been getting a lot of reports coming out talking about Social Security. We've been getting a lot of lawmakers coming out with bills, packages, and proposals that they've been introducing as far as reforming Social Security, changing the program, fixing this program up, increasing solvency. The list goes on and on and on. You've been seeing tons of those videos here on the channel because I've been coming across this new information all the time. A lot of new information every single week, okay? Well, this is just another report, and this is actually pretty interesting. So this one is actually a survey of the American people. So it's not necessarily across lawmakers, but rather it's a survey across the American people to say, hey, American people, what do you want with Social Security? How do you feel like the federal government is doing? Do you believe that they are properly allocating taxpayer dollars? Well, interesting stuff. Let me break it down. Now, obviously, I'm not going to share with you all the details of this report because realistically, there's a lot of different statistics in this report here, but I will be sharing with you the details that I found to be most valuable and most relevant for this video right here, which is 62% of people that responded to this survey said that they believe the federal government should be doing more for Social Security beneficiaries, as in increasing benefits, whatever it happens to be, basically making sure that Social Security beneficiaries are, properly accounted for, Social Security beneficiaries are properly compensated, benefits are high enough, all kinds of things like this. So essentially 62% of the population, nearly 2/3 of the population here in the United States believes more money should be going to Social Security. Now, here's what else is interesting. The report goes on to show all kinds of different categories as far as what people believe, as in, the federal government should be spending more money or less money on, things like that. And 59% of the population said they should be spending more money on low-income services. So again, a variety of different services for the low income, but basically 59% of the population said they should be doing more to help the low income. Again, it's a pretty high percentage, right? Not as high as the 62%, but it's not that far off, right? 59%. Now, here's what also is interesting. They broke down a bunch of details as far as like where they believe that federal spending is too much. The very top of the list was foreign aid, as in helping other countries. Interesting, because I've seen that down below in the comment section as well. A lot of people over the last few months here would be saying if they wouldn't send so much money across overseas and things like that. So again, I've just seen that down below in the comment section. And again, I'm not taking sides with that. I'm not saying they should or shouldn't be doing that. I'm just here to bring you the information. And every so often I do throw my opinions into the videos, but for the most part, I'm not throwing my opinion in here. I'm just simply saying that's what I've seen down below. And this report also showed that's exactly what most people out there in the country believe as well. So again, interesting, because I've seen it in the comment section so many times on previous videos over the last several months here. So interesting stuff. Now, here's what else they found. In the same survey, they found 60% of the American people believe that federal spending is too high. 60%. It's a lot of people, right? 60% of the American population believes that federal spending is just plain all out too high on everything. Not in particular to Social Security, but just across the board on literally everything. 16% of the population believes federal spending is too low. Interesting, right? Because we're spending trillions and trillions of dollars every single year. So again, interesting. 16% of the population believes that. And 22% of the population believes federal spending is right on par. So it's right exactly where it should be. Not a penny more, not a penny less, right? Now remember, what was it? Maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, the president was out and unveiled his $6.9 trillion budget as well, right? So we went through the details of that at the time. And here's one interesting thing about the budget. In that $6.9 trillion budget, there was no mention of fixing up Social Security. Nothing, not a single word. That's also kind of interesting as well, which also some people in Congress are saying, this doesn't make any sense. It's a $6.9 trillion budget, and there's not a single mention of fixing Social Security. So again, interesting stuff, right? So a lot of lawmakers are coming out right now asking for the president, what's going on here? We don't see anything about Social Security here. What is going on with this? Well, they're not getting a whole lot of answers on that. So anyway, interesting stuff coming out here. I want to share with you the details of this report. Now, again, there's a lot more other details within this report, but the vast majority of it does not pertain to Social Security. And again, there's a lot of other statistics in there as well. But again, there's no really point to go through it just because it's basically pointing out where the American people believe more spending should take place. And it's, I shared with you the details that I shared with you. 62% of people said it should be more. 59% of people said more should be spent on low-income services. 58% of people said more should be spent on Medicare. But other than that, it was other different services. And then where they should cut spending as well. And it was a variety of different things out there. So anyway, interesting report here. I want to show you this because this shows what the American people believe as a whole across the board, what the federal government should be doing with tax dollars, right? Remember, it's tax dollars, our dollars we paid in through taxes, right? So again, at the end of the day, should we maybe have a little bit of a say in that? Well, we do, as we can see with this report, but do they care? That's the big question. I think the big answer is they don't really care, right? So, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot that we can say about it. Of course, we can always voice our opinions. We can say whatever we want, but do they listen? Probably not. Do they care? Probably not. So, does it really matter at the end of the day? Well, I guess if we just want to, let off a little steam and just share our opinions, then fine. That's totally fine too. We can all do that. No problem at all with that at all. But when it comes down to them actually acting on what we want, well, then that's a totally different game, right? So anyway, I want to share this report with you just so we can also clearly see what's going on out there. And this is just another report that hit the wire out there that I want to let you know about because it's kind of interesting to see. This is a pretty big percentage of people that believe that more should be spent on Social Security. And again, it did not lay out the ages of the people that responded to this, but this is just across the board that people responded to this report. So again, you can clearly see it's, a pretty good percentage of the people, right? It's not like we're talking 20%. It's not like we're saying 10 or 12 or 14 or 27%. It's, 62%. That's a pretty high percentage. Anyway, hope this one helps you out. Again, I want to keep you posted with everything going on out there. We've got to watch this stuff very closely because we know that changes are coming in for Social Security. We know that. What are the changes going to be? Good question. We're not quite sure yet, which is why we need to continue watching everything closely because as soon as we get more information on this and as all of these details and the reports and the surveys and everything else like this come out, it just gives Congress more kind of fuel that they can work with as far as, okay, here's what the reports are saying, here's what the American people want, here's what, is available, all these things like this. All of this may be taken into consideration. So therefore, we probably want to watch it, right? Anyway, hope this one helps you. Again, please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands upon thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, take care, and catch you again later in the next